finally, we're going to go into our final thoughts.
Our final thoughts segment today will be focusing in on weighted side bends. This is a big one near and dear to our hearts when we're looking at the lower spine. So I guess the question comes up, no weight, small dumbbells, heavy dumbbells, hoisting 90-pound dumbbells, varied speed. Is it dangerous? Are there benefits? And I'll swing it back to you.
So, like many of the other exercises we've talked about, we tend to pick on ones that we know aren't great for you. I think weighted side bends are really very, I don't want to say stupid, but yeah, they're stupid. Because chances are your goal is not to hypertrophy your waist, because who really said, I want a wider waist? Probably nobody, right? If you're looking to condition it, a lot of people think of spot reduction. Let's put this to bed right now. You cannot spot reduce fat on your sides from weighted side bends. So forget it. It's not going to happen, bar none. Number two, if you're looking to work your obliques, there's 100 other exercises out there that are going to be better than something that's going to shift you into a lateral bend of the lumbar spine, especially under the resistance of gravity with a weight at your side. I saw a guy the other day, and he had like a plate. He had a 45-pound plate, and it wasn't anything, it's not really that heavy. But he was swinging his body so freaking hard, and I mean cranking, and I would just want to hand these people my card, realistically. But I always go back and forth. Do I want to interrupt this person at the gym? And if they're doing something unsafe, a lot of times I will, and I feel bad about it, but I'm still going to do it because I don't want to see them get hurt. But I wasn't going to stop this guy because he was so gung-ho on swinging this 45-pound plate as hard as he possibly could to the left side. That's going to shear the lumbar vertebrae, put a lot of extra stress, and realistically, you're not doing anything to benefit your waist or your obliques.
No, and there's nothing functional about it. I've had 2 disc herniations in my life, and I'll tell you right now, you want me to do 10 to 20 reps with the dumbbell side bends, my back will be talking for a month. It is not fun. Your facets are shearing, like Craig had mentioned. You can create a lot of inflammation, and if you do blow out a disc, you'll quickly regret that move being something that you may have done. Like you said, there's great other alternatives. I love like Pallof presses, anything that's anti-rotation, that you're kind of still using your obliques, but you're trying to, to hold midline and not, give into that. Also, go back into doing some form of like side holds, side planks, things that are keeping you, structurally sound and keeping the function of the spine healthy. So yeah, that's a great, this could have been an Ask the Docs too, but it came up a lot, and it does continue to come up, and I don't see the benefit at all. I think it is a dangerous move, and I don't really see very many pros.
No, and if you're a bodybuilder and you're trying to look for that specific detail, you can do a completely non-weighted side bend, and what I recommend is that you're going to do it on the ground. Okay, you lay it flat on your back, that way you're going to have much less of the force of gravity onto those discs, and all you do is just slowly reach that hand down towards your knee and give a little squeeze. It does not take a lot. You don't have to be forcing a lot of weight. These are small little muscles that are meant to rotate the trunk and laterally bend the trunk. They're going to have some detail if they look wonderful, but ultimately you don't want to thicken them up. And if you are indeed a bodybuilder, you're probably doing certain things to hypertrophy the muscle. So again, we don't want to put a lot of resistance that's going to increase that size, that waist ratio. That's not something we want, but it's just not a great thing. So all right,
good topic. Yeah. No.
All right,
good points.
Well, I think that's probably it for the week. We had a great interview with Matt Wilhelm, so thank you, Matt, for coming down to the house and to our little in-house studio here and talking to us, educating us quite a bit. I know, again, we're doctors, but this is not something that we have gotten in our education. So even hearing from somebody like Matt, who has made himself an expert as well, is really beneficial to us.
I mean, there were so many enlightening points that he brought up that I'm just newly out of school within the last 10 years, and it has never come up. But it'll be interesting to see if, as we become more aware of the benefits, if it will start to be on the forefront of, education coming out of school and all that.
I think it's going to have to be. And part of the, I think, holdup was that so many of these states, they're so behind. And there was something that passed this year was a farm bill, and it finally got passed in the right method so that docs can start talking about this with their patients. Because before it was, if you don't have a prescription, then you can't do it. And it's really silly, but since chiropractors don't prescribe medicine, we were really in the state of Ohio, they're still working on this, but we really can't even talk to our patients about this and truly promote it. I can't recommend it.
Hypothetical only.
Hypothetical only, and those are really awkward conversations to have with your patients because they are going to come up, and we want to be able to do our best job at talking to our patients and telling them what we believe will work and what the best methods are. But it's just we've been kind of handcuffed. So I'm hoping that going forward, this is something that we are allowed to talk to our patients about in our particular state. And I know with some states it's already taken care of, but it's going to be an interesting next couple of years with regards to CBD. So
no doubt.
So
and with the election coming up, there's a lot of these. Not that we want to talk politics on here, but there's a lot of candidates who are putting this kind of on the forefront of, hey, this is why you should choose me, and it'd be kind of cool to see who pushes the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, and most of the time it's at the state level. So I mean, we're not even talking on the national level. But so yeah, again, thanks to Matt for coming on. We had some great other topics. Thank you guys so much for following. We had a great listener surge this week. So thanks for listening and tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to our Instagram, our Twitter, and our YouTube page as well to watch the videos. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please make a comment on one of our posts, one of our videos. We're more than happy to address them as well as we possibly can. So of course it's Optimal Function, FNXN, at all of those locations. And I want you guys to all have a wonderful week.
Have a great week, guys. We're taking the show on the road.
Yes,
next weekend. So we'll see you in the gym.
All right,
Should be fun. See ya.